the essence of the eternal divine spirit, the one that causes all that exists to exist, the one that is self-existent.
How many men have children and the children never meet their father? See, you created a void in that child because you are a part of that child.
Black power! Black power!
Black power!
Black power!
Black power!
Are you feeling fatigued and can barely make it through the day without some type of caffeine?
Are you on a journey of healing your body but need a little help?
Then alkaline water is what you really need.
Alkaline water has many benefits. Alkaline water can help restore pH balance in the body. Consuming beverages such as soda and coffee can make your body acidic.
Did you know that too much acid in your body has been linked to an intimate heart disease, obesity, diabetes, autoimmune disease, chronic pain, and other chronic conditions like gout and arthritis?
Those who use alkaline water have reported increased energy levels, clearer skin, reduction in inflammation, better digestion, and many other health benefits. I've used alkaline water for years, and it's been instrumental in sustaining my health when I was diagnosed with sarcoidosis.
Are you ready to take responsibility for your body's health?
If the answer is yes, then our alkaline water is just what you need. Bring your own bottles. It's only $3 for each gallon. To place an order or for more information, you can reach us at 773-846-3091. Thank you in advance for your support.
Hi, my name is Sister Ebony Stevenson. I am your announcer for today. Welcome to the TOMA Nation's weekly Sunday worship service from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. every Sunday at 616 East 71st Street here in Chicago, Illinois, and also live on Facebook. If you would like more information, you can reach us at www.facebook.com/TomaNation2 or give us a call at 773-952-8302. Now I am going to recite our opening. In the name of the eternal divine spirit, the one that causes all that exists to exist, the one that is self-existent, the one who directs the sunships of millions and trillions of years, and the one who made time the seed of the universe, known among the ancient Kemites or Egyptians as Amun-Ra and Aton, among the Hebrews as Ansar, Yahweh, and Elohim, among the Christians as Lord, God, and Jehovah, among the Muslims and Islamic world as Allah, the one God, among the Rastafarians as Jah Rastafari, among the Yoruba tribes of West Africa as Odumare, Eshu, and many other Orisha names. I bear witness that all these names refer to the same one, Almighty Spirit, and it is to that essence which I give reverence and to whom I submit. I boldly proclaim that we, the descendants of those black men and women who survived the transatlantic slave trade, are the Lost 13 tribe, born in North America and are of a Nubian Kemetic lineage. I further proclaim that the blood of all the nations of the earth flows through our veins. I greet you in the ancient but holy words of peace, Hotep, Shalom, Assalamu alaikum, Habaragani, Alafia, and Ashe. Now I am going to recite the 13 points of what we believe and know. Number 1. We believe and know that we are not to repeat the mistakes of the past prophets and messengers of the Almighty Creator of the heavens and earth. Number 2. We believe and know that we can only establish an economic base through the application of the knowledge of self and the incorporation of the ideologies of the Honorable Marcus Garvey, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Mahatma Gandhi, and Ben Ami. Number 3. We believe and know that the prophets and messengers of the Holy Bible, the Holy Quran, and the Kemetic Holy Books were all black. Number 4, we believe and know that Jesus Christ of 2,000 years was and is a black man. Number 5, we believe and know that the knowledge of the Almighty Creator goes beyond books written by the prophets and messengers of the Almighty Creator. Number 6, we believe and know that in order to promote and coordinate unity, we must first recognize and accept the uniqueness of being able to worship our Creator, regardless of religious denomination, name, title, ritual, particular dress, or holy book, as long as it recognizes the Almighty Creator of the heavens, earth, and the universe as supreme. Number 7, we believe and know that it is impossible to tell the truth without exposing the wicked governments of the world. Number 8, we believe and know that the United States government, in collaboration with other European nations, have a now objective to exterminate dark-skinned people of color off the earth through the act of genocide. Number 9, we believe and know that some of the most effective methods that are being used today are AIDS, birth control, alcohol and drug abuse, vaccinations, gang and domestic violence, systematic elimination of trauma centers, the public school system, and public aid within the black communities of America and the world. Number 10, we believe and know that the last trick that Satan is playing on us is the dividing of us by our religious differences, religious gangbanging. Number 11, we believe and know that the conflict between the various religions are comparable to the conflict between various street gangs within the inner cities of America. Number 12, we believe and know that the war on drugs and gangs is a diabolical plot to disarm the black community of weapons, break up the black family, withdraw our constitutional rights, also kill and incarcerate young black males under the undercover code name April 2029. And number 13, we believe and know that every letter, shape, sound, and numerical value contains esoteric information that completely transcends the specific contextual meaning of the word. Our purpose: to bring about the growth of a righteous community in accordance with the laws of the Creator of the universe, under the leadership and guidance of Brother Minister Rahim Chesed Aton, to provide solutions to the social and economic ills that plague the communities of urban America. Our goal: to re-educate and retrain youth and young adults to develop positive moral values as an alternative to delinquent behaviors, because you can't rebuild a community and not rebuild the minds of the residents of the community to meet the responsibilities of maintaining the community's image. Our mission: to enhance the economic development of our communities by establishing businesses, real and personal properties, thereby creating jobs and/or entrepreneurship training programs that will reverse the concept of leaving the community to buying back the community. Our motto: let your light so shine before men that they shall see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Matthew 5:16. Now we're going to recite our salute to the red, black, and green flag. Everyone put your right fist in the air and repeat after me. Here's to this flag of mine, the red, black, and green. Hopes in its future bright, Africa has seen. Here's to the red of it, great nations shall know of it. In time to come, red blood shall flow of it. Historians shall write of it, this flag of mine. Here's to the black of it, 400 million's back of it, whose destiny depends on it. The red, black, and green of it, oh flag of mine. Here's to the green of it, young men and women shall dream of it, face shots and shells for it, maidens shall sing of it, waving so high. Here's to the whole of it, colors bright and pole of it, pleased is my soul with it, regardless of what is told of it. Thanks to God for giving it, this great flag of mine. Please keep your right fist raised high in the air as we sing our Black National Anthem. Black power, black power, black power. Black power is the power to define, develop, and defend that which is in the best interest of Black people.
Greetings, greetings. In the essence of the eternal divine spirit, the one that causes all that exists to exist, the one that is self-existent, the one who directs the sunships of millions and trillions of years, the one who made time the seat of the universe. Known among the ancient Kemites or Egyptians as Amun-Ra and Aton, among the Hebrews as Ansof, Yahweh, Elohim, among the Christians as Lord, God, and Jehovah, among the Muslims as Allah, the one God, among the Rastafarians as Jah, Rastafari, among the Yoruba tribe as Olodumare, Obatala, and many other Orisha gods. I bear witness that all of those names refer to the same one, eternal divine spirit, and it is to that essence whom I give reverence and to whom I submit. I boldly proclaim that we, those children of those Black men and women who survived the transatlantic slave trade, are the lost 13 tribe, born here in North America, and that we are of a Nubian Kemetic lineage. I further proclaim that the blood of all the nations of the world flow through our veins. I greet you all in the ancient but yet holy words of peace, of Hotep, Shalom, Assalamu Alaikum, Habaragani, Alafia, and Ashe. Welcome, welcome, welcome to today's lecture, TOMA Nation, Temple of Mercy Association. We're currently located in Chicago on 79th Street, 616 East on 71st Street. And you are invited every Sunday to come out to be with us at 12, from 12:30 to 1:30. I am Brother Minister Rahim Chesed Aton, founder of this great movement, along with our co-founder, Brother Minister Omari Jahi Aton, and the First Lady of this movement, our very own Sister Makita Aisha Aton. And today, this beautiful day, we're going to continue in our teaching of Kemetic thought, Kemetic information. Kemetic is the original name of the place today that they call Egypt. It is not the original name of that place. Egypt is named after a Greek by the name Egyptos. But we're talking about the original kingdom called Kemet or Kemet. And Kemet means coal black, because Kemet, when they named that landmass or that body, when they named it Kemet, they were talking about the land itself, and at the same time they were talking about the people in that land. The people were coal black, and the land itself was coal black. And I don't mean C-O-L, I'm talking about C-O-A-L, black, coal black, like black coal. And so coming from that, all I'm saying is that a lot of our history is constantly being covered up. Even though we got so many different scholars, many different times teaching us about who we are, where we come from, whose we are, our connection to the great mind, all of that is still people, just as fast as we bringing this information to us, are constantly removing it generation after generation after generation. And we have to continue to keep speaking on it, or else it will be lost. It will be lost. And so you already know, if you've been following us, that we have what we call prescribed readings in TOMA. And two of our prescribed readings I'm going to mention. And the first one is Nile Valley Civilization. And I want to give you some excerpts from that book so you'll understand what this book is really about. And then I'm going to tell you about the other one. We're going to leave the screen up so you can see what I'm talking about. Now, that first book, it says Exploding the Myths, Volume 1, Nile Valley Contribution to Civilization. And the author is Anthony T. Browder. All right. And Anthony T. Browder, some of the things in that book about that, this part here I want to talk to you about is about ancient Kemet. And he says, many newly emerging organizations attempted to pattern themselves after the mystery schools of Kemet. The mystery schools said one of the most enduring aspects of Nile Valley civilization was the proliferation of its scientific and philosophical thought, which became known outside of Kemet as the mystery schools or the Hermetic sciences. And see, in Masonry, a lot of Masonry is from what they call Hermetic science, or from a guy that they call Hermes, which is a, what you may call it, a Greek name, when his real Kemetic name was Jehudi. And Jehudi was known to Europeans as Hermes. Masons regard him as the author of all Masonic initiatory rituals, not Albert Pike. And during the Greco, that means the Greek/Roman occupation of Kemet, the soldiers formed a secret body for specialized scholarship and training in the Hermetic science. They became known as Druids. Druid in the old Irish language meant he who knows. In other words, Greeks and Romans got their ancient and spiritual knowledge from ancient Kemet, which was not the first Black civilization, but it was the most advanced civilization on the continent of Africa. All right, we need to know that. And I'll stop there. That's some of the information from Nile Valley contributions to civilization. So now I want to speak on the stolen legacy and a few of its contributions. I'm just going to read a little bit of it. And it's already up here, believe it or not. If you look at it, The ancient Kemites had developed a very complex religious system called the Mysteries. See, you just saw that in Nile Valley contribution to civilization. All right. And it was also the first system of salvation. As such, it regarded the black, the black man, the human body as a prison house of the soul, which could be liberated, which means free, from its body impediments through the disciplines of the arts and sciences and advance from the level of a mortal to that of a god. This was the notion of what they called the Sunnum Bonum, which means the greatest good, to which all men must aspire, and it also became the basis of all ethical concepts. See, all the morals and the principles, of righteous morality and living and life, it started with ancient Kemet. And in Kemet, there were these 10 commandments that were given to Moses, but Moses was given 10 commandments of 42 principles of Ma'at. And Ma'at was righteousness and order. That's what Ma'at means, righteousness and order. And they all had a principle also of good and evil. Just like the Chinese have principles of good and evil. But we're talking about the Kemetic spiritual system. See, spirituality didn't come with the Bible and Quran. Spirituality didn't come with the Catholic Church. Spirituality didn't come with Buddha and all of that. Yes, they bought a system, but it all mostly derived from the ancient Kemetic spiritual school, ancient Kemetic system. All right? The Kemites believed in everlasting life. The Kemites believed in rebirth and the resurrection of the soul. The Kemites believed in the concept of heaven. The Kemites believed in the concepts of good and evil. They even believed in a Messiah. Because in another book, I'm going to go back, I'm going to be jumping from book to book. Another book was called the Hosea. All right? And we may not have a picture of it, but I'll show it to you here. Maybe it'll show. No, it won't. Well, it did a little bit. There it is. The Hosea. All right? Another ancient scripts. And the title of the text, the Hosea, is taken from two ancient Kemetic words, which signify the two divine powers of Ra and what he used to create the world. Hu, H-U, authoritative utterance, and Sia, exceptional insight. Thus, the author of the book put the two words together to express this concept, authoritative utterance of exceptional insight. Now, what is he saying? Authoritative utterance. Well, this whole universe and this whole entire lineup of planets was uttered into existence by a word. It was be. Be, and so it is. In the ancient language of Arabic, it is called kun fayakun. Be, so it is. This is that exceptional utterance. Be, and it is, and it came into existence. Be started all of that to happen. All right? And so I want to read to you in the Hosea about a coming king or Messiah. It says, a king shall come from the south, named Amini, the vindicated one, the son of a woman of Nubia. He will join together the double crown that's pulling together north and south, and the land will be enclosed in his grasp. The people of his reign will rejoice, for Amini, the Son of Man, will make his name for all eternity. The evil-minded plotters of treason will hold back their speech through fear of him. The Asiatic invaders will fall before his fury, and the Libyan invaders will be consumed by his flame. Rebels will yield before his wrath, and traitors will be brought low by his might. Then Ma'at, righteousness and order, will return to its place, and Isfet is the word in Kemet that means the devil or Satan. Isfet, evil and chaos, will be driven away. So as you can see, for thousands and thousands and thousands of years, not the 2,000 or 4,000 years dealing with the Bible or just dealing with Christianity and Islam. No, we're talking thousands and thousands of years. Do you know that when the earth was created, that we had close to 7,000 years? Because see, we talking about the earth being here 66 trillion years, according to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And then according to another book called Black Root Science, it says 72 trillion years. Well, in the first 7,000 years of the existence of black people on this planet, there was no such thing as evil. There was no such thing as a devil. And as it went on and on and on, all the way up to the beginning of the 6,000 years when Satan was brought onto the planet, then all of that stuff about Adam and Eve in the garden and this and that, that's when all that started. But before then, that never existed. We didn't have to look for a Messiah. We didn't have to look for a Savior. We didn't have to look for nobody to save us because we were God's. And we dealt with the moral principles of righteous conduct. I'm speaking before Kemet. I'm speaking before the first dynasty. Before the first dynasty. I'm speaking way back. And just wait until March. We'll be going into Black Root Science, and you'll see what I'm talking about. We don't just stop in February. We move on into March, and then in April, we're going into the Hebrew understanding. But we're going to show you who we are, whose we are. And don't you know, once a people know truly who they are, and they get free from all these lies that the Caucasian has put out, you'll stop killing each other because you'll respect who you are, which then will make you respect who each other is. Your neighbor is the God next door. See, your neighbor is the God down the street. We'll get there later because I don't have that long. I want to start reading a little bit from the School of the Kemetic Mystery System. I just wanted to show you that messiahs, we've been waiting and looking for someone to come and make right some of this wrong. So in the Kemetic Mystery School, membership was gained by initiation. Now see, in our lodge, we teach Kemetic mystery, this knowledge of the Kemetic Mystery School system. We try to show you both. We try to show you the white man's masonry and how he got it, how he stole it from us. And then we go all the way back to Kemet to show you how it really was set up and what it really truly was about. And we go back there because it was connected to us learning about the circuitry of the universe, showing you the oneness of an almighty great mind. That's why I opened up with the essence of the eternal divine spirit. Then some days you'll hear us open up and say, in the name, how I go, Dag, I said so much in essence of the eternal divine spirit. I'm about to forget the way we first originally said it. And we used to say in the name of the everlasting Father. But today I said in the essence of the eternal divine spirit. And we want to sometimes remove, ethnicity and gender and go straight to the great mind that produced all of this, that brought it all in existence, and show you that even in that, he drew from the blackness of the matter of space for his first creation of any beings ever. And they were coal black. They were 3 times black. See, so we've always been. We are the Alpha. We are the Omega. We are the first. And we'll be the last. And so when going through this school or through this secret order, the teachings was graded and delivered orally to the neophyte. You hear that word neo in there? If you look at the movie, you'll see now where they got that from. The neophyte, the beginner, the student. And under those circumstances of secrecy, the Kemites developed secret systems of writing and teaching. And they forbade the initiates from writing what they had learned. When we start writing this crap down and putting it in the books, and then Alexander came, the one y'all call Alexander the Great, and conquered Kemet, and he took all of those books, even named the library after him, called it the Library of Alexandria. Took all of that and took it back to his own country, and they claimed all the writings. They claimed all of the teachings that basically is a part of your school system. Probably don't believe that. Some of it is. And they knew what to take out and they knew what to keep in. They was going to tell you about Egypt, but they was going to tell it to you to make you think that the white man had something to do with ancient Kemet and those pyramids and all of the different statues and writing. They chopped the nose off of all of them. You'll see something that's going to come up to show you how they shot the noses off or chipped the noses off, because they know that we had some very specific noses. Look at them noses on them. And so when you see the pyramid of Khufu, they call it the Sphinx. You'll see the nose is missing. And they got the noses off because that kind of altered what you really look like when our noses let you know that these were black people, not Caucasians. See, so you got to understand that we being the original people, that must should tell you that this great mind, who they call thought, placed part of its great mind in a great people who was able to hold all that energy. Why? Because of our melanin content. And based on our melanin content, it allowed us to absorb, you get what I'm saying? The circuitry and the knowledge of the universe. And it allowed us to absorb nature. One of the words for God was nature in Kemet thought. Nature. You see what I mean? So we were drawing together upper and lower thought, higher thought, lower thought, and bringing it together. Nature or natural things, and then spiritual things. So we were getting the information on both levels, making us God of the planet Earth itself. We didn't start fighting each other till the Caucasian appeared. And its nature being very, not really aggressive, but combative, and always wanting to overthrow things and get it for themselves. That's their whole nature now. That's why they're over there fighting and killing right now, because that's their nature. Whereas we lived in peace, but we've taken on their nature and now shooting and killing up one another. And during Black History Month, the best thing we could do brothers and sisters, during Black History Month, the best thing we could do is put the guns down and don't pick them up unless you're going to pick them up and shoot somebody other than somebody that look like yourself. But I would suggest that you would stand down during this Black Heritage Month, that you would stand down and know your heritage, know your history, know your legacy, and back down off of killing another God next door or down the street. Learn how to forgive, because you see, those 10 commandments that was given to Moses, it came from one of us. It was written 2,000 years ago before the 10 commandments was given to Moses. And these principles were spiritual instruction as well as moral righteous instruction on how to live civilized on this planet. Brothers and sisters, it didn't come from the white man. It came from a black man. It came from God, our Father. Not this man they called his real name is Charleston Heston, but they wanted to show you that this was Moses. No, that ain't Moses. That ain't Moses. Shoot. Look, I'm telling y'all, they fooled us for too long. And now it's all coming out that 99% of all inventions was invented by us. And if anybody came and gave us anything, it was some of our cousins and brothers from other galaxies and planets come and share with us knowledge that they knew we could hold inside of us, because we contained enough melanin, which is equivalent to what that dark matter is made out of in space, that we can contain that kind of energy. Knowledge is energy, brothers and sisters. Knowledge is energy. I wonder if you know that. The more energy you get, the more knowledge you get. Well, I'm going to say it the other way. The more knowledge you get, the more energy you get. And I mean knowledge of good and evil, knowledge of heaven and earth, knowledge of nature, knowledge of the mind, thought. It's almost time to go, but I want you to know about this guy they call Thought real quick. I'm moving so fast trying to tell you everything, but I know my time is almost up. Brothers and sisters, don't be afraid of the 10 commandments. Learn them. You only got 10 or 42. And total is 147 Kemetic laws and principles that we live by to be civilized. Pick them back up. It will reconnect you to your Father, your true Father. It will reconnect you to the true God, the true mind. It will connect your mind to the great mind. And then we will see who the real enemy is. We will stop shooting each other. We will cry if we shot another brother or a sister. We will fall down on our knees and cry, knowing that you got rid of another God that could have been the cure to cancer. Another God that could have been the answer to all of the things that we've been trying to find answers to. But we wiping them out. God's wiping out gods. Imagine that. Imagine that. And if we can go by some of these principles of mine, I have not done any iniquity. I have not robbed with violence. I have not stolen. I have not made any to suffer pain. I have not defrauded offerings. I have done no murder, nor bid anyone to slay on my behalf. Listen at it. I have not trimmed the measure. That means taking something off when it weigh one thing and adding something else on to make it weigh more, playing games like they do in the grocery stores. I have not caused the shedding of tears. I have not spoken lies. I have not robbed God. I have not dealt deceitfully. I have not acted guilefully. I have not lain waste to the land. I have not set my lips against anyone. I have not been angry or wrathful without a just cause. That's just some of it. But these was given to us by the great mind that sits on high and gave it to black people to govern civilization. And we turned our backs on it and we walked away from it. Especially those who say the Bible is the white man book. The Bible is 66 books of men who speaks on some stolen knowledge and wisdom that came from us. All right? And when the black man Yahshua came on the scene, he spilled, he just told it all. The principles that we should live by. It's called the Beatitudes. He gave us principles to live by. Why? Because the first 12 years of his life was in ancient Kemet. And that was like 2,000 years before they started plunging and pillaging and raping that whole continent. He went through the mystery school system, Yahshua. The Bible will tell you he went down to Egypt. And when he came back, he was 12 years old when he came back to Jerusalem, studying in the mystery school. 1258, I ain't gonna get a chance to tell you all of this. But I want you to understand that masonry was stolen from ancient Kemet. Science, the mystery school, science, the whole 9 yards of it. Now, from after the 7th degree of masonry, you go into white people's masonry. I'm letting you know that. From 8 to 32. That's white folks and stuff that they did and learned, drawing from what we were teaching. But they dealing with the war between the Knights Templar, which came from the Catholic Church, and the Muslims. So that was the war between Christianity and Islam. And they make that into some ritual that you go through in order to go through another house in masonry. See, they go into their history now and trying to pull you into their history all the way up to the 32nd degree. Then the 33rd degree, they tell everybody the truth, that the black man is God and that he sleep. And our job, these are the white masons, is to keep him asleep. Because if he wakes up, he'll take over. Wake up, black man. Put the guns down. Hold them for the real war that's coming, that I will tell you about one day. Put the guns down. The best thing we could do to make black history is to put the guns down this month, and the violence will go down. And when the violence go down, or shall I say the killings will go down, and we will make black history. We will make black history, brothers and sisters. A black history that when told, it will be like no other. But we said, peace is the way. Calmness of spirit is the way. Forgiving our brother and sister is the way. And the more we do that, the more the real enemy will reveal itself. I'm gonna let you go now. I leave you in peace. Hotel, Shalom, Assalamu alaikum, Abaragani, Alafia, and by the grace of God. Drop the guns. Stop
For joining us for our weekly Sunday worship service. We invite you and your family to join us live every Sunday at 616 East 71st Street at our new time from 12:30 to 1:30 p.m. and on Facebook from 12:30 to 1 p.m. If you have enjoyed what you have heard, please feel free to support us with a monetary gift on Cash App at $TOMANATION. Once again, that's $TOMANATION. This will conclude our live stream. The message you have been listening to will continue live here at the TOMA headquarters. We thank you, Black family. See you next Sunday. Black Power.
This is the eternal divine spirit, the one that causes all that exists to exist, the one that is self-existent.
How many men have children and the children never meet their father? See, you created a void in that child because you are a part of that child.
Black power! Black power!